Go
Yo, what's
ahead.
up, guys? So it's the real JTW. I got my co-host, Big Ant, and we got a guest on today. You want to introduce yourself, brother?
What up? What up? It's DJ G1, fresh out of Cali, California. Sending
Hell yeah.
California love. What up?
Yo, man. So, first question, bro. What got you in rap music, and how long have you been doing it for?
Man, I just always like music, like love music. And then once I learned that you could put it in a poem, so it was like in middle school, man. I was writing poems and stuff, learning about different poetry that you can write. And I was like, oh, I can express myself like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then, just from listening to different artists, it made me develop my artistry.
That's what's up, bro. Kind of. So I know you do DJing as well and music. Which part of you like a little bit more of? Do you like the music side of things, or like rapping, or do you prefer the DJing? I mean, I see you doing both, bro.
I prefer the DJing because
Uh,
it's just exciting because you could discover a song. I discover songs that I didn't even know about
yeah.
DJing. People come
Uh,
up to me and be like, oh, have you heard this? And then I play it and I see how happy people are
yeah.
listening to a certain song and the frequencies. So I'm going to always say DJing is number one out
That's
of
what's
both of them.
up.
But I love them the same. But DJ
Yeah.
just stood out more.
That's what's up. Big Ant, you got any questions next for him?
I know you like DJing. Have you done any actually like live concerts?
Yeah, I do. I DJ for like weddings and private events for like corporate companies.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, bro. Like that's some next level shit right there, bro. Cause that, I mean, damn, you got your services too. I seen that you had some mixing services, so you got a studio at your house as well, and then you do the DJing on a like side.
No,
God
I
damn,
don't. My
bro.
studio not at the house. I have a studio at a separate location
Oh
because
shit.
I feel like you don't get the best sound having. I'm not knocking nobody for having a studio at their house because
Yeah,
I used to do it too, but I feel like you get a different sound at
Hmm.
a separate location that's not your house. Like you could get
yeah.
a different type of loud. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I go to a studio. I got an engineer down here, and then we just send my vocals down to like we just send them through email, and then
For real?
my label Soul Burning Records, and
Uh
then yeah, they mix, do the mixing, and then yeah, we do. My engineer does a little bit here, and then we send it off through the Logic. We use Logic, so
huh.
Logic to
Uh huh.
Logic, and then yeah, just load it up like that, and then Soul Vernon does the mixing and master. Man, he's the mastermind behind all my music, bro. And yeah,
Shout out to him, man, and your engineer. You sound great, bro. I'm proud of you too because you
yeah,
have a different sound and the way you know what I'm saying, the way you
rap
present
and
yourself, like your delivery is
yeah,
out of this world.
yeah. So me and Big Ant were bumping your West Side song, bro. That shit is fucking,
Hey, it
bro.
was
That shit's a
bumping.
vibe. That shit's a
Yeah, it was
vibe, bro.
bumping.
So like,
Yeah.
is that West Coast, bro? Like that West Coast has been a big influence on you, right? Like, because I mean, you got that sound, that fucking that like even that raspiness to you, bro. I like that shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about the West Coast. I love every coast, but I feel like it's a certain vibe, it's a certain breeze when you see the palm
Yeah,
trees, and it's like
yeah,
West Side. It's a West Side on every corner, even in a different city in the Utah. I'm sure it's a West Side of Utah, East Side of Utah, North Side. So
yeah,
that's how I feel like it's just West Side, man. We got to throw up the W too and bring
yeah,
the W back in hip hop because they always say our music is not lyrical and all this stuff.
yeah, yeah, bro. I 100% agree. Big Ant, you got any questions next, bro?
Well, not really any questions, but I will say one thing I like about the West Coast is like you guys have your own style, your own swag. Like it's been a big influence on my music, and I'm from Kansas. So, I mean, it's going global. Me and JTW is talking about the song Not Like Us. I'm not a huge fan of like radio type of songs, but
Hmm.
like in that video, it shows like all of the West Coast, like the way they move, their vibe, their swag, and I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I appreciate that, man. I got love for Kansas City, man, because KC, it's not about the football part. It's like the streets of Missouri is a different type of love, and it's kind of it remind me of the Bay Area a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah, no, it
love
does.
because
yeah.
so keep doing your thing too, man. What you doing is monumental. And I was telling my guy too, like y'all should make more songs together. Actually
Yeah,
try to put a project together because
yeah, yeah. We definitely got we got some we're gonna do some stuff. I'm gonna return back to features probably in a few months, just because I had to take a break, man. I was, sometimes when you're like working with so many people, you almost like gotta focus on your own shit for a minute. So that was kind of what it got me to that point. But have you ever got to that point where you're just kind of like burnout type shit? You just almost want to like let the people hear just you sometimes, or are you more of an artist that likes to just do features? But like, because I know you do a lot of solo work as well.
I get burnt out from music, man. Like
Just the general,
sometimes I have to shut down for like a month,
Mhm.
yeah,
2 months. My lady would have to tell me like, snap out of it. Let's go to the studio. Come on, I know you got something to say. And I just
yeah,
be like, I get tired of saying stuff because it's like nobody's catching on to it. So it gets
yeah,
every now and then it just get discouraging. I love working with artists. Don't get me wrong, but I have
yeah,
to be careful which artists I work with because I don't
yeah,
want to work with an artist that has so many problems with a lot of people that I don't, or that's not like that. I found out the artists I work with was was fighting like legal stuff that I didn't want to be involved with. I ain't gonna say
yeah,
exactly what it is, but I just didn't want to be involved in it. So I had to pull my lyrics from that track. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, and another thing with features, bro, is like you never know if you're gonna end up having a falling out. Like I had I'll tell you a
Yeah,
story.
let's talk about it because you be having a lot of disses, man. What's going on? Why you dissing everybody?
I don't know why I'm this angry. Well, I battle addiction, depression, so that probably doesn't play. That probably doesn't help. But
What do
no,
you
for
think
real.
makes you depressed? Like what do you
Uh,
think what depresses you? Like what is stopping you from having peace right now?
um, I don't know, man. There's not a lot really going. Like, I'm doing music, and that's it. Like, have you ever just only been good at one thing, and you feel like you could be doing more? Like, that's just kind of where I'm at. But
Well,
like, my depression's all based around my mental health. Like, my mom and my dad had mental illnesses, so for me, it was like Big Ant kind of relates to it too in his music. He kind of battles depression and addiction. Like just not so much addiction, but addiction really did play a factor. I'm moving away from that kind of more now. It's just depression, so it's a little bit of everything. But I mean, we all battle it. I'm sure you battle it too, huh?
yeah, I'm battling right now. I just lost my auntie and I'm
Yeah,
trying not to be depressed. I'm trying to like celebrate her life, but
Mhm.
yeah,
it's like people are trying to step on me and make me depressed. So I have to fight
yeah,
another. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's just like you
yeah.
ever experienced a time where you having a hard time and people around you is giving you a hard time too, and they know
Oh
that
yeah.
you. So I'm like, damn, I'm never gonna forget this shit. Like you're
Yeah,
giving me a hard time when I'm having a hard time, and you know what's going on. I'm not
yeah,
asking for a handout or a hug or I'm just saying just
yeah,
stop being petty all the time type stuff. Like let
yeah. That's where I think depression comes in. I mean, we get up every day, we do the same fucking thing. I don't know if you feel it like that too, bro. And then like for you to get hit like that with like like somebody passing away right in front of you type shit, even if it's not right in front of you, you know what I mean? Just hearing about it, it's so depressing. So it's like every day we lose someone. You know, I mean, fucking just kind of going off of like statistics. I mean, literally, we had Tiger Woods lose his mom the other day, man, and I don't know why it affected me for like a minute. I was like, damn, you know, like his mom was his rock, his heart. You know what I mean? Like we lose people every single day, bro. Whether it's people we know or not, bro, we're affected by it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, losing a parent is different though. I don't know what it's like
Yeah,
losing a parent. You know what I'm saying? Both my parents is here, and I love them. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
imagining what it's like to lose a parent. So yeah,
yeah.
man.
You just gotta
Yeah.
stay,
What's
man. One thing, stay strong, man. Big Ant, what were you gonna say, bro?
So now I understand that, man. My dad, he's been in prison for a long time. I think that's where a lot of my depression comes from. But yeah, keep your head up, man. I know it's tough losing a loved one, and it ain't easy.
Dang. I think the
Yeah, I
biggest part is
appreciate
just
that.
the hardest part of life, bro. And you know, my grandma used to say this thing, man. I don't know if y'all like, but the two most beautiful things in life, bro, is when when you live and you die. But it's also the two hardest things in life. You know what I mean? Like it really
Mhm.
fucking is, bro. On some real shit.
Man,
So,
that's why I'm like the same thing that make you cry, make you laugh, make you cry.
uh,
And that's where I'm at right now in life. I'm gonna take the good with the bad. Even when bad stuff happen, I'm gonna still hold my head up and be happy and live
yeah.
for the moment because life is too short, man.
It
And
really is, man. It is. And I look up to you, man. You really are. I mean, you know what I mean? You are a big inspiration to hip hop, bro. You stand behind a lot, not just hip hop, but as a person, bro. I know it's the first time that, I've talked with you, like, kind of like, man to man, type shit. But I could see that you stand behind so much more than just being a musician, a DJ, all that shit, bro. So, hats off to you, bro.
I
Um,
appreciate it, man. I salute you.
Hey, kind of moving on to the next question. So, kind of like, what was your childhood, bro? Like, were you born and raised in Cali, and or did you move around a lot when you were younger? Did you battle poverty? I mean, what was your biggest struggles growing up? That got you to that journal of being a musician and a songwriter.
Yeah, man. Yeah, of course, poverty had something to do with it, but I
Yeah,
was able to learn how to like get up and get a job. Like I got my first job at 15. I got my license at 15, bro. And my I had my grandparents who showed me an old school tradition of love
yeah,
that money can't teach you that. The only thing
yeah,
that I feel like I missed was like how to balance credit and how to financial literacy. But
yeah,
I think when I lost my grandfather in 2001, I was a junior. I mean, a sophomore about to be a junior in high school, and it just broke my heart, man. I it like
yeah,
seeing my grandfather and like that, and before he died, and telling me certain things.
yeah,
It just kept me motivated. And my dad always was. I was always playing sports, and my pops was always involved, telling me, teaching me like how to use a MPC 2000 and make beats on there. And I felt like that kept me away from the streets because a lot of my partners they didn't have a father. I was like
yeah,
the only one with a father, and then you know what I'm saying. It just kept me grounded. My grandmother, it kept me grounded, but like everything I learned, I had to still go outside and play. And
yeah,
soon as you go outside, you fighting against your own friends. So I don't know. My childhood was I don't want to say I have no regrets, but it was tricky. Like you
yeah,
never could know what could happen. Like growing up in Inglewood, bro, I grew up in the bottoms, bro. I went to Woodworth Elementary, Monroe Middle School, and Morningside High School. That's why
yeah.
West Side, that West Side song, you see that lion and stuff. That's my old high school. Then I
Oh
transferred.
shit.
Yeah, I transferred to Inglewood High, and those are rivals. So
Yeah,
in the mix of me transferring, people thought they can bully me,
yeah,
and so being approached by bullying, and I'm like anti-bully. I was like always the one
Yeah.
that stood up to bullies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, man, I have a similar story. I mean, kind of like, I battled the street life for so long. I ended up joining, like, I joined, like, a crew or whatever when just because, like, I was trying to fit in type shit, bro. Nobody accepted me, bro. And I think it was like, it played a factor in my music. And then I focused on mental health down the road. I know Big Ant kind of relates a little bit on that topic. If you want to dive in a little bit on, how you relate as well, bro.
Yeah, I mean, growing up, there was a lot of like gang activity, and I just know in West Coast, I mean, that's where it all originated from. I almost joined, well, a gang, but I decided not to when I had a kid when I was 15. But what was like the gang violence like when you were growing up?
One thing I learned about like gang violence, it didn't matter where you was from or anything. It was like if it's like a wolf. Like you go outside, it's nothing but wolves. If you show one weakness, they're gonna feed off you. And sometimes like you can either be the person getting ate or be the person doing the eating. And it's a predatory type of lifestyle that to me is stupid because like why we can't help each other and bring each other up. Like it was a time where I was beefing with essays and different races
Yeah.
and not even just my own race. And
Mm.
I'm like, why we don't like each other? What is the reason why? It's
Yeah.
because nobody can have a conversation and communicate and be able to be a man about it and understand. People get out here and be 100 deep with a gang and stuff, but all they doing is tearing each other down.
Yeah.
We're not saying we in the gang, everybody let's save $100 a month. It's 10 of us. So we save $100 a month for
Yeah.
20 years
Yeah.
and then cash out. That's not millions of dollars.
I
Yeah.
agree with that, man. Like if everybody just
It's
came
lost. Go ahead.
if everybody just came together, man, like you see Crips and Bloods, like doing business together, Snoop Dogg, the game. Obviously, I can name a bunch of them, but it's like, that's the way that, like, if there's money to be made, like, why not do it? Like, you can get your family out of poverty, like, you can really actually help out your community.
Yeah.
You just got to be careful because all money ain't good money.
But that's
Sometimes
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
you gonna think like, oh, it's good. That's money is good, but are you really gonna be able to enjoy that money?
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of, man. Like going off that subject, I mean, it's crazy because the people that are going against one another are the people like your own set. Like when I had to find out the hard way, bro. Like the people that said they were my family, like we bring you in and all this shit. Who was the ones who was jumping me in the streets? The motherfuckers that I joined with. Like I got more fights with them than I was with the arch. You know what I mean? Like help me understand how the fuck like
I could tell you
anything in
why.
the world, bro. Like nothing was a whole. You feel me, G? Like it's
I'm
fucked
gonna
up.
tell you why that happens to us is because our enemies is gonna love us more than our own friends.
Nah.
Cause our enemies is gonna do one thing. You know what they gonna do. But your friends, they not gonna you don't know what to expect. Because that was my mistake. My loyalty made me look stupid, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I'm loyal to something that or even in relationships with a
Uh,
woman. You feel me? I'm loyal to this woman and she doesn't feel the same way about me.
uh,
So
fuck,
that
man.
that's heartbreaking because you like I wouldn't believe my own people. It's like I'm showing so much love. I couldn't even know who didn't like me because I'm showing everybody the same type of love. If that makes sense. Like I don't
Yeah.
even know who my enemy is at this point because I'm too busy showing love.
Yeah, it feels like everybody. I mean, that's the thing, bro. Like going back on the depression side of things, bro. It's like the way we look at life, bro. Like I always tell people, like my little cousin, I always tell him, I'm like, anybody who's in your circle at work, they ain't your friends. You got to understand, like, never, you know what I mean? Like, fuck the coworkers type shit. Like at the end of the fucking day, you got to worry about yourself, bro, and only yourself. Obviously care about them, but treat them with respect. But you know what I mean? You gotta pick who you can bring in your life and who you can trust. Like that's even us as musicians, we gotta know that shit, bro. Even with the features and all that shit, it all comes with a price, bro. Even the street life and all that shit, bro. So yeah,
One
kind of
thing I
moving.
learned, one thing I learned from all that. Oh, my daughter calling me right now. So I'm gonna call her right back, babe. Um, one thing that I one thing that I learned about that was my fault.
You're good, bro. You're good.
My daughter was calling me. I'm gonna call her back. She calling me back to back.
You're good, bro. You're good.
My fault. Um, Never mind. Let's go to the next part. You was, I forgot. I lost my train of thought.
Oh, you're good, bro. We got good on that one. So next question, kind of, so like the California style, like, like, did you, did you think it played a big part, like as far as the culture part of things? Like, I mean, do you think that's kind of where the roots of hip hop was? Because I honestly thought it was always California was where the roots were. I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
The roots are in the East Coast, but the swag and the slang and the words, we say stuff a certain way that people be like, "What? What the fuck? What did he
Uh,
just say?" Like I grew up listening to E40. You know what I mean?
uh,
He he had his. It sound goofy to some people that think it's a joke, but it's really a serious thing. We
yeah,
could be like, "Oh, keep your head on the swivel." It's it's like, "Oh, watch out, keep your head on the lookout." Watch out for yourself, watch your surroundings. But it sounds like
yeah,
a joke. So
yeah,
West Coast always gonna have a huge impact in the culture because not only just the swag, the style, the clothing, the car, like just the image in itself.
yeah,
And I'm not saying like we the hardest out here as far as like in the streets, but I feel like that's what originated more, the street part. You look at Easy E,
yeah,
look at Ice T, look at
right,
Ice Cube. They rap about real stuff in the streets
uh,
that's gonna educate us. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I like about it is that, they actually talk about real stuff, and that's what influenced my music. It's like, you got Tupac, you got Eazy, and it shows people a different side of stuff on not everything is positivity and glam. Like there's actually real shit going on that people need to know about.
Yeah, that's true. It's crazy because I mean shit. A lot of the music that is positive, I mean, you don't really learn a thing or two. A lot of it's just fake. People putting on smiles and shit. It's people that are kind of touching down on the real life of like just how life is, bro, in real life. I don't know. What's your thoughts on how hip hop is right now? I mean, what do you think about hip hop now? Do you think it's shit compared to what it used to be?
Yeah, because I mean it's all about the artists that you listen to, but the way they're trying to push it is like they're pushing it towards bullshit. They making it cool to be a snitch. It's cool to be a rat. It's cool to be disloyal. It's
Uh,
cool to be fake. What
right.
happened to that's what I miss about music. You had
Uh,
Tupac up in there sounding like like a parent to me, to where
yeah.
I'm listening to what he's telling me is giving me game. This
Uh,
stuff now ain't giving us game. It's just like everybody look flossing and all that. And that's why it's like the more you show out and showboat, the more you putting yourself at risk for
uh,
somebody that's hungry that's gonna do something to you. You know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah. See, I respect that, bro, because and I can see where your style is, bro, because you really are about that old school shit, bro. Like, fuck this new hip hop shit, bro. Like, it's all fucking ass, bro. Like, I don't know. I
I
just
want to
don't.
make my own genre now.
Yeah. Like,
I only want my music on like movies and soundtracks and
uh,
video games. I don't want to be that same artist out here that you know what I mean? I want to be something that you heard on that song and be like, "Oh, you heard that song
uh,
G1 on that part on the movie?" Then you got to go buy the
yeah,
soundtrack, you know?
yeah. I fuck with that. No, like, I remember.
That's the vibe I get from y'all music. When I hear
Yeah,
y'all music, it's like a story. It's like something that I can embrace and has substance. It don't matter
yeah,
if you dissing a motherfucker or not. It still has substance to it. And a lot of this stuff nowadays ain't no substance. And I feel like now I can't call it hip hop anymore. I just call it like You
Pop.
know,
It's pop, bro. Fuck
bullshit,
bullshit. Yeah, bubble
waste of
gum
time.
regardless.
Like,
Yeah.
and I would
Uh,
never shit on anybody's creativity or their craft or anything, but
uh,
it's like, why are you going to the studio? Are you creating something that's gonna tear
at
each
me,
other
man.
down or uplift each
Mhm.
other?
Yeah, no, for real, bro. I mean, I just miss old school hip hop. You know, DMX was always my idol. Big Ant's idol was
Shout
Eminem.
out.
I mean, you know, we
Dude.
fucking we go back in time, bro, to like real hip hop, like Tupac, Biggie, fucking Nas, fucking, you know, those were like legends, bro. Like,
And that's what a lot of these YNs and all these
yeah,
the young generation is missing out on the essence of hip hop. Like I was just
yeah,
listening to EPMD. I like Redman. I like the Wu-Tang
Oh
Clan,
yeah.
Method
yeah,
Man. Like,
fuck yeah, that's
I
real
just
shit, bro. Like
I
real
just can't
shit.
deal with that mumble rap, man. Like some of it's all right. Like the closest to mumble rap I can get to is like 21 Savage. And
uh,
that's not
I
even
look
really mumble rap, you know? Like
I mean,
I like Future mumble rap. I feel like Future got some mumble
uh,
rap going on, but I don't. I
I,
only play that when I'm DJing. I'm gonna be real. If I'm DJing at a place and people having fun, and I'll play all that. I'll play the
uh,
top. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Some of the
yeah,
top
That makes
10.
sense.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna. I'm gonna play
It's
it
something
because
to dance to, you know?
yeah, make people
Yeah, I
feel
feel
good.
that. Yeah, nothing wrong with
yeah,
that. There's a time and
yeah,
place.
And sometimes
definitely.
we have to have a song to. I mean, you know, just to have a song in rotation that people. Oh, here, play that if
Oh
you
yeah.
want to go get your dance on, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Uh,
sure you got a song like that. You got a song too.
A couple.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Back in the day, I did used to. I mean, I see the thing with me right now is I feel like they're not focusing on us males enough, bro. I swear the females are like trying to take us out of the rap game, man. I'm kind of like don't get me wrong, you know, I get the whole I just don't know why they all got to go off this one image, you know, fake tits, fake ass. And it's just like to
You
me
know
it's
why?
like well, it's cool, you know, it's cool for us. I mean, whatever, but like yeah,
You know why?
why, bro? What's that?
Because it's gonna catch your eye. It's gonna catch
Hmm.
your attention.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck, bro. I
Sometimes
know. It's like
talent is talent and looking good.
too
Talent is
different.
always gonna come in second. If I could
Uh,
catch your eye on some bullshit that you, because it's an illusion, right?
uh,
Like how
yeah,
he got that
bro.
lowrider in the back of him. That's an
Yeah.
illusion. It look that shit hard as hell. And I'm like, damn, you working on a
Yeah.
lowrider thing right now? You
Hey, shout
Yeah.
out to the West Coast.
Yeah,
Shout
come
out to the
we
West
on.
had to
Coast.
throw it on one of the green screens, man. Nah, for
I
JTW
real.
made
like
it.
that, man.
Yeah.
No, bro, for real, bro. Like kind of, you know, just going off the history, man. You stand behind so much, man, and that's one thing, bro, why we wanted to bring you on, just because it's like you stand behind real hip hop. You know what the fuck it is. You understand what's happening now in the hip hop, and like that's really, you know what I mean. It's good to see. That's kind of why I built this platform. Is I wanted to like show the world that underground matters. You know what I mean? And so many people look at us like we're a joke. You know what I mean? Even our loved ones, bro. They. I hate when they don't motivate us, bro. It's like fuck, you know, like they're just supporters. You know, there's a difference between having fans and supporters, and like fuck, man. I just be careful of who I show my music to. You know, sometimes that's just how it is. You feel that way too sometimes?
I used to.
Yeah,
Now I got to the point where it's like I don't even give a fuck. Just play my shit one time
yeah.
because I don't know if you ever seen this movie called Five Heartbeats.
I haven't. I haven't. No, I haven't.
If you ever get a chance, watch this movie. It's this part where everybody was booing them, booing
Yeah,
them, booing them, booing them, right? And then one of the members of the group kicked the person off the keyboard, off the piano, and jumped on the piano. And they just kept singing and singing until the crowd started
yeah,
screaming their name. And I feel like that's how it is. We're slept
yeah.
on,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
know?
we are. We really are
You're
slept on.
slept on, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Uh,
You're both of
uh,
y'all.
yeah. No, all three of us, man. Really, I mean, they be sleeping on the greats, bro, and the greats are the ones that haven't been fucking noticed. You know, but they also took the tools away from us too, which is fucking some shady shit, bro. Like obviously, I don't know why, bro, but it feels like every promo service that we look at, it's like, is this shit real or is this fake? Like, you know, most of it's like a half and half type shit. But
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's a different
I don't know.
conversation, brother.
It really is. No, but like it isn't, no, but like you look at the mainstream and you know damn well they using those bots, you know damn well they using all these tools and all this shit. Like ain't no fucking way that Taylor Swift got 400 million fucking listeners who
so
fuck like nobody gives a fuck about that.
so
Like
why is
I
Drake trying to sue somebody the same thing he used for years and years? Now you're trying to
yeah,
sue because the next motherfucker got a better song than you? Come
nah,
on, man.
nah,
Let's grow up in music. Like, let's grow up. This
for real.
let's kind of be a little mature about it, you know? Like, damn, all right,
Uh,
you got me this one. But guess what? I'm gonna come back and sharpen my pencil and come back with
uh,
a fire ass song that's gonna have the
uh,
world singing my song type stuff
yeah.
instead of being petty and
Yeah,
just
all these motherfuckers are petty, bro. They don't stand behind shit. They don't, bro. They're fake ass motherfuckers, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Respect to Kendrick for winning the 5 Grammys and shit. You know, Drake, you know, I don't know what the fuck he was doing, you know, not being able to step up and be a man. And then J. Cole does the diss track and fucking, oh, I'm done. J.
Takes it
Cole bowed
down.
down. J. Cole bowed down and was like, all right, I'm taking this shit down. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want the smoke. Like, I don't know, bro. I just don't see the three. I don't see the three being the greats. You get if they say they're the greats now, like I still feel like Lil Wayne should have got that fucking Super Bowl performance. Sorry, man. I don't know, man. It's just me, bro. I don't know. I'm about the old school hip hop. I'm not about that, you know, me
I ain't gonna like that, man. I love Kendrick's performance. It was the best halftime show I ever seen in my
uh,
life, bro. If you go back and
uh,
listen, bro, because he's getting, do you know that's major numbers, bro? He's creating a wedge to where black and Mexican is coming back together, black and Caucasians, Asians. It's like a
yeah,
crossover now to where we are like fuck that shit. We all the same. It don't matter where
yeah,
you come from. We connected. And I know he
yeah,
used that as leverage, bro. And like how you do with
yeah,
your diss songs, bro. You come
yeah,
on. What if
yeah.
you made a whole video all your disses, my
yeah.
nigga? What is that one song you just dropped?
I just dropped the one called "Good Die Young." That's my recent song. Yeah, my freestyle. People get confused with the freestyles and the song. Sometimes it'll be like a live
So what is the
performance.
difference between a freestyle and a song?
Well, the difference between a freestyle is like kind of like I almost like memorize it and then I just do it off the dome. But obviously, when I go in a studio and record a song, it's more like like obviously some parts of it's memorized, but I also have that pen and paper or I got like my phone. Typically, I got a notepad on my thing where he's kind of like I rap like off that and then just say my lyrics and shit. I don't freestyle when I make my songs if that makes sense. So it's just different type thing, but.
Yeah.
Hey, one thing though, bro, I am looking at the time, so we got like 2 minutes. Want to give you a closing. What do you have for 2025? You want to let the fans, the new supporters, people who are watching right now, type shit. What do you got for 2025, bro? To close us out, you got about 2 minutes, bro.
Man, I got some I don't know, man. I've been doing music. I just did like 4 songs today. But
Okay.
I got some my new project, Killers Move in Silence. And basically it's like a horror movie mixtape, but it's fun. It's like a place where you go, every song is like got you like, dang, what the like a Bay Area LA type of thing. To where we still having a good time. That's why you gotta move in silence because you don't want to say too much
Yeah,
because it's gonna block your blessings. But yeah, I got that. Killers Moving Silence is about to drop. I got Pulling Strings that's on Bandcamp and Head Above Water, and those are only on Bandcamp. I had to take some of my music off of certain streaming services too.
yeah. Well,
So
that makes sense, man. Well, hey, man, we want to thank you, bro, for coming on, man. We've learned a lot about you, man, and it's truly an honor, man. I know a lot of the new listeners, fans, and stuff are gonna love this, bro. We out the real JTW.
call me when